What's up, Keep Pounding crew? We're back to another video. Keep pounding. Today's video is about the 53-man roster and the practice squad. If you like the video, if you like the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, select all, leave a comment down below if you feel like doing so. With that in mind, before we get started, check out the fantasy football Keep Pounding Carolina Panthers Yahoo Sports League. If you're interested in that, playing for free, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know on Facebook, on the Keep Pounding page there, if you're interested in getting involved in that. Top 3 prizes that are not including me get a signed letter from me saying congratulations for participating and winning. So, without the autographs this year, that's what we're doing. If you'd like to be involved with that, it is free. Again, FREE. So if you want to get involved with that, let me know. Let's get into it. Now, we are looking at, first of all, the practice squad. These are the guys that did not make it. And I want you to take note of a few of these players in particular. So, are we ready to look at this? Alright, here is the 2021 practice squad this year. CJ Saunders, the wide receiver. Not complaining about that one. Sam Tacklenberg, I like it. Spencer Brown, sure. Kenny Robinson, absolutely. Rodney Smith, I like it. You know, we didn't see enough of them, and I think that's a good move. Keith Kirkwood, I like this one because of the concussion. We didn't see enough of him. So, I would, for one, like to see more of Keith and see what he's capable of doing. Omar, I like that one. Although I think he should have been on the 53, but that's just one man's opinion. Aaron Monterio, the tackle. I think he should be on the 53, possibly. It just depends on what you want to do with him. Frank Herron, the defensive end, I agree with that. Jerry and Julius, sure, at safety. Stephen Sullivan, the tight end. And Rashawn Melvin, the corner. Now, why we have so many tight ends, I don't understand. You know, please help me understand that one. So, we're going to look at the transactions here. As of the last few days. So we claimed guard Michael Jordan off waivers from Cincinnati. Now, if you're not familiar with Michael Jordan, he was a really, really solid guard from Cincinnati. Probably their only one that I could see matching up in our depth chart. We waived Trenton Cannon. We claimed Royce Freeman off waivers from Denver. We signed Mike Horton to the practice squad, the guard. Good move. We signed Eberly, the kicker, to the practice squad. I agree with that move because you never know when Santoso is not going to get it done because of the kicking issues that we've had. Wide receiver Alex Erickson has been signed to the practice squad, and we placed guard John Miller to the COVID list. So those are the most recent moves on the transactions list. Now, the one most important one I want to mention to you guys is the quarterback position signing on the 2nd, which is James Morgan. Now, I don't know anything about James Morgan. This guy's a new name for me. And we released Will Greer. Now, if you guys have been watching my streams, you'll understand how frustrated I've been with that cut right there. I don't even need to get into that with the video. I could spend another 5 minutes ranting and raving about that one, but there's no point. You know, what's done is done. So, the wide receiver position, let's start there. We got DJ Moore, we got Terrace Marshall Jr., Shi Smith, who is the only man on the injured list right now. So that's a very, very good sign. We got Cameron Irving at left tackle. We got Trent Scott behind him. I like it. Coaches have been doubling down on Irving, so I believe that if Irving gets it done, I think we'll be fine. Left guard, Pat Eflin. Second string is Michael Jordan. Now, I said in the stream before this 53-man roster was set that we needed another guard. And we got Michael Jordan. So I'm very pleased with this claim from the Bengals in this move. I think that's a really, really solid move. We can't have enough tackles and guards right now, considering the amount of injuries that we've had in the past history of the last 6 years. And the musical chairs that we've had to play because we've had to too many people on the injured list. So I like this move of Michael Jordan. This is why. So let's move on to center. Matt Paradis. I think Matt Paradis is solid. Sam Tacklenberg solid. I like it. I think, we're looking at 2 solid guys here. Excuse the yawn. I've been very, very busy, so if you've been on my streams and videos, you already know that's a usual common thing, so ignore that. So right guard, we got Dennis Daly. We got Deontay Brown. Like it very, very much right at the moment. Right tackle, Taylor Moton, Brady Christensen. Like it. That's solid. And again, this line has got to stay healthy and get the job done. We cannot have Sam Darnold get hurt this year. That cannot happen, folks. Considering the fact that we don't even know anything about this new quarterback that was brought in, and PJ has been overthrowing everybody, including the peanut guy in section 202, the water boy over in section 106, the merch stands. We're even talking about he overthrew his own wide receivers many, many times over during training camp and preseason. So, with that in mind, we need to keep Sam Darnold healthy. That is our top priority this year. And I'm going to stress that as many times as I have to on live streams and in videos. The healthier we stay, the better we play. I want that trending on Twitter. I want that trending everywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, make it happen. The healthier we stay, the better we play. Make it happen, folks. I need to see it. Now, tight end. We got Dan Arnold, Tommy Tremble. So far, so good. Darnold to Arnold. Happy with that. Tommy Tremble's got some work to do on blocking. But overall, I like Tommy. I like that. Ian Thomas, Colin Thompson. Okay. Now, excuse the yawn again. Um, you got Robbie Anderson. You got Zylstra. Thank you for giving Zylstra another chance. This man belongs on our 53, and I'm very, very happy that he's on there. Uh, Moving on to running backs. Of course, Christian McCaffrey, the starter. Chuba Hubbard at second string. I don't know about... With the way that we're using running backs as wide receivers as well, dual purpose, I don't know that I would have him doing screenplays for the simple purpose of the fact that he keeps dropping these screenplays. Yikes. And the fact that we put him at punt returner, double yikes if he's doing that. So I wouldn't do that unless you fix the problem of him dropping balls. So I expect to see him with the jug machine, in practices. Yeah, that's what I would look for to help solve that problem. Now, Royce Freeman, I don't know much about him. I didn't see much of him during practices. I didn't see much of him during training camp, so I can't really speak on Royce. And here's the weird one for me in the depth chart is Giovanni Richie. What is this man doing as a fourth-string running back? He was put into our training camp as a tight end. Why is he signed up as a running back in fourth string? Question mark? Management? Hope you guys can answer that one, because I can't. I would love to have an answer for that one. Please let us know if you know. Sam Darnold, PJ Walker. Again, y'all know my thoughts on PJ Walker. I'm not going to rehash that. There's just no reason to. Y'all already know if you've been watching my streams. So moving on. Defense. Spider Burns. Leading the way. Marquise Haynes, second string. Daryl Johnson, third. I agree with that. Defensive tackle. We got Derek Brown. We got Davion Nixon. We got Phil Hoskins. Okay. I like the first two. I don't know about Phil Hoskins. I don't know that that was the proper move to make. Ooh, excuse me. Little bit of acid reflux there. But hey, Phil Hoskins, I don't know, man. I don't know. I got questions about that one. Right defensive tackle, Daquan Jones, Bravion Roy. Personally, I like Bravion Roy more than I do Daquan Jones, but that's just me. If you prefer Daquan Jones first, then have at it. But, based on what I saw from Bravion Roy, I really like Bravion Roy. But maybe y'all are seeing something I didn't. Right defensive end, we got Morgan Fox over Gross Matos. Now, this one, I much prefer Gross Matos over Morgan Fox. I mean, it's not even close. Morgan Fox was not even getting pressure when he was in. This one baffles me, folks. I don't know why Gross Matos is second string. So then we move on to left outside linebacker. We got Shaq. We got Julian Stanford. I like Shaq. I'd like to see more of Stanford. I don't know much about him. So I'll accept this, with a grain of salt right there because I don't know much about him. Jermaine Carter, obviously, middle linebacker. Clay Johnston. Okay. We're a little weak in the linebacker area. To be real. I'm hesitant to say that it's in the red danger area, but we're definitely in the yellow right now at linebacker, where we really, really need to pay attention to that spot in the depth chart. And I think during the next draft, no matter where we end up, we need to draft a linebacker first round. That's my feeling on this, depending on who we release, who we cut, who we move, roster moves wise, uh, before the draft next year. But right now, linebacker seems to be top priority for me. Because if you move down to right outside linebacker, we got Hassan Reddick, we got Frankie Luvu. I like Luvu, man. I like Luvu a lot. I feel like Luvu is going to get a shot this year. At some point this year, I feel like it's going to happen. I don't know when. I don't know how. But I just feel like it's going to happen. And he deserves it. Same with Gross Matos. I feel like Gross Matos has paid his dues. He deserves his shot at the starting job. But that's just me, again. One man's opinion there. Take it for what it is. Dante Jackson, left outside cornerback. Stanley Thomas Oliver III. Okay, now I have my reservations about Stanley Thomas Oliver III. However, I still feel like we need to dig deep at corner for depth reasons next draft and in the free agent lists. I don't necessarily think we need to trade for a corner, but definitely start the process of digging for one for next year for depth. Because I'm not sold on Keith Taylor either. Stanley has his moments, but he's also got his bad moments too. So, in a way, he's kind of a mirror image of Dante Jackson. But, he follows the good examples of Dante Jackson. That's the thing. So if you put that into perspective, what I would like to see more of from Stanley is pass deflections. I think coverage-wise he's okay. He got burned a few times by some above-average wide receivers in preseason. So I'd say keep an eye on Stanley. Just see what you want to do with him. But right now, I don't know. Keith Taylor, neither one of these backups I'm sold on. Completely sold on. So we'll see. I'm not saying go out and go digging for one right now, but if we had to plug these guys in, I feel like we would do okay. If we were in a game. But right now, I don't know. These guys are huge question marks for me. Free safety, Jeremy Chan, of course. That's a solid green light for me right there. Gotta love Jeremy Chan. Miles Hartsfield. I like Hartsfield. I feel like we made the right choice there. Maybe. I don't know. It was a tight battle between him and Kenny Robinson. To be real with you. I like Kenny Robinson a little bit more than Hartsfield. But again, that's just my opinion. Take it for what it's worth. Justin Burris. Strong safety. Sam Franklin behind him. I like that. Sean Chandler. Now, this is the man that I think... I don't know if I would have put him in the 53 or not. I had my reservations about Sean Chandler. If you want him to plug up a gap on the goal line, on a draw play, Sean Chandler is not your guy. He's going to He has been overextending those gaps, and it's It led to 2 touchdowns. I want to say it's against the Colts in preseason. But yeah, I noticed him specifically overextending his gap and not plugging the gap. So, when you know it's a draw play and you're on the 1 yard line, plug the gap, man. Come on. Come on. But if you're expecting him to do it, that's a big question mark for me. I don't think that's the right guy you want in there in that particular situation. But if you're talking like 5 yards to the end zone, yeah, maybe. He'll step up, but he won't. He'll quietly get the job done. He makes tackles. I don't see any problems with him besides that goal line package. I don't think I would put him in a goal line. I did see him miss a few tackles, which is, you're gonna miss a few as a safety. It's gonna happen, but yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah. Kick return. Like I said earlier, Chuba, I don't know about putting him at kick return. I don't know that that's the brightest idea right now. With him dropping screenplays, with him fumbling right now, I don't think that's going to stick. I honestly don't think that's going to stick. I think Shi Smith, once he gets healthy, is going to be your kick returner. That's my feeling on that. You can take that to the bank. You can quote me on that one. I feel very strongly about that one. So, punt return, DJ Moore, Christian McCaffrey, sure. You don't want to get Christian banged up, though. That's the problem with that right there. That's why I would put in probably Royce Freeman and just get him some reps, at punt return. If you should need him. But we got to keep Christian healthy. That's priority number 2 of keeping this team alive this year. 1 is Sam Darnold. 2 is Christian McCaffrey. Because if both of them are gone, we're in for a rough 5-win season again. And I don't want to be that guy that's a pessimist for this team. But I am a realist. I am optimistic about our chances of keeping this team afloat and keeping it running this year. But we got to keep these 2 guys healthy. That's key number 1. I think even if we lose DJ Moore, we still got Terrace Marshall Jr., so we're not losing much there. And if both of them go down, well, Shi Smith is solid too. Wide receiver is not a concern for me at the moment. Again, all of that concern is on that offensive line. It's on linebacker position. And it's on backup corner for me. Those are the 3 spots that I see are our weakest areas that we really need to focus on coming up in the next offseason. Based on our current depth chart. We have long snapper J.J. Jensen. We have Charlton. We have Ryan Santoso as our kicker. I think Santoso's okay. We'll see how that goes. But right now, that's my overall thoughts on the 53-man roster and the practice squad. Again, take them with a grain of salt. This is just one man's opinion versus, everybody else's in the fan base. But my opinion weighs very strongly. When we match up with management, good things tend to happen. So we'll see how that goes. Um, right now, I think our ceiling is 10 wins, and I think our lowest point is either 5 or 6 wins. And that's taking into account both paths of our main people staying healthy versus not staying healthy. And we've had a huge history of injuries with this team. So, I've got a lot of question marks in this depth chart. But most of it is in, second string, third string, So, overall, if we keep people healthy, I think we'll be okay. And 10 wins should secure us a wild card spot. We're not going to take the division with the team that we have right now, which is fine. As long as we have a wild card spot, we could fight. That's what matters. And as long as we keep people healthy enough to stay afloat this year, I think, it'll be okay. I'm not saying we're going to be world beaters this year. I'm not saying we're going to be Super Bowl champs. I'm not saying we'll be even NFC champions. But I'm saying that we may slide by and win a wild card game. If we keep people healthy, we may have a shot in the divisional. Who knows? That's realistically that's our ceiling right now. But we need everybody to get the job done and not be sloppy this year. That's the main key points that I have for this team. I think the domino effect comes into play here. If we have star players injured, that's going to put pressure on everybody else to get their job done. And when they're pressured and they can't get the job done, that leads to injuries and a further downhill spiral towards the 5 to 6 wins. So, my hot take on this right now is be aware of injuries. Be aware and beware of injuries. That's what's going to kill us. That's my first take right now. The second take will be about week 3. Be looking for that in a pregame video or a postgame video on where I think we are. I may even release that as a separate video. We'll see. But for right now, that's where I really think we are. 53-man roster-wise and practice squad-wise. So, again, my opinions are only in the interest of helping this management and this team and this fan base in this franchise to succeed. So, take them for what they are. I'm a realist. I'm an optimist. And I want the best for this team. So when I throw players under the bus, remember, it is out of love. I want these guys to succeed, and I know they're capable of doing it. So, show me some success. Show me that you are committed and willing to put everything on the line to get these wins and get us to 10 wins this year. With that in mind, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share it with your friends. Share the stream with your friends. Go check out the Facebook page, Keep Pounding in all caps. And I hope this video finds you happy, healthy, and well. Stay safe, everybody. Thank you very much. And I appreciate all the new subs, all the new likes. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Have a good one. Keep pounding.